Rick, you told me last week that the defense has to shore up and it has to come through, but you also have to stop turning the ball over. Tonight, there was still a couple turnovers, but your defense did come through and force some turnovers from a team that hadn't turned the ball over.
Yeah, I mean, for us to stop some, like we turned that ball over on that first drive, I thought that was probably the biggest thing of the game. They go down, first play, score a touchdown. The next drive, we're moving the ball and we fumble. And for them to get the ball and they were moving again and we make a stand. And then from that point on, we were able to put some things together. We created some turnovers on their end, and that gave us a pretty nice lead going in with an opportunity to finish the half off. And instead we throw a pick down there and left them back in again. So, it's a testament to the way we stuck together today. That was our big rallying cry that we had going, sticking together. And I think we picked up Garrett on that first drive. We picked up Devin on the second turnover at the end of the half because we were able to put the ball down the field pretty easily on that first drive to start the third quarter. And then, to their credit, they did a nice job. We tried to just run it out there for a little bit, and they put us down. And, we had to punt it away a few times. We weren't able to complete the big pass when we needed to. But that being said, we were still able to continue to create turnovers. And then at the very end, Josh gets the interception. And then we were able to finish it off with Sincere's run there at the end. So, I mean, can't say enough about the emotion we played with today. And that's the thing that we've been missing. Honestly, that's the thing I've been pretty much harping on steady. Can't play this game without emotion. And tonight, it seemed like we stuck together and we did things, even though it could have been ugly real quick. But for us to stick together and find a way to hold on and on their field. And, when you look at like the Indiana Gazette, everybody picked them to win this game. I mean, we were the underdog. They beat us last year, even though we had all those wins in a row. It came back to what you did last year, and, they still had opportunity, and we did find a way to finish at the end.
You mentioned an intangible of sticking together, but was there anything tangible in the way of an adjustment that you made that kind of made the difference on defense this week?
Well, I think Garrett going to middle linebacker made some adjustments. We took those two freshmen that were in there. They kind of been pulled off a little bit. Greg Himes is a senior getting a look that he didn't get at the beginning. And early in the game, they ran a little crisscross counter, and he ate it up in the backfield. He did some good things for us. So we made some adjustments with Garrett instead of being a strong outside and over the top, we put him in the middle, and I think that helped. And then Zach did a pretty nice job in the middle as well. Early on, I think we were misaligned on that first play. We had our strong safety, who is a freshman. We put, Hank Skirball ended up being in there at the strong. We were misaligned, and they went right where he should have been standing. Not saying he would have made the play because that running back's a great runner. So it's still best when you can find a way to be aligned right. But we made some adjustments that way, and I think just playing with emotion was another big part of it. But you can't, like I said, you can't play this game without emotion.
This is the first time I've seen Burkhart run the ball as well as he did.
Yeah, you know what? Early on, I didn't like really the way Sincere was running. I thought he was running tentative. I thought he ran a little bit like he did at Penn's Manor, and he didn't run like he did at United last week. And, we spread it out and gave Devin an opportunity to run, and I thought he did a great job for us. And then, we kind of put it on Sincere to finish in the second half, and I thought he did a great job running the ball in the second half. He really was finishing his runs, putting his shoulder down and finishing, where in the first half I thought he took some hits that he probably shouldn't even have had to take because he wasn't finishing low.
Mm-hmm. That halfback option pass, I mean, if he goes a little deeper with it, it could have been a very different turnout. Just talk about that a little bit.
Well, at the end of the half for them,
that interception. It was Cindric's pass, the one that was intercepted by coaches.
At the end, but that was deflected there. It kind of made a change. We made the mistake at the end of the half. We knew that halfback out of the backfield was coming. That's their alignment. We called the timeout once they lined up the first time, knowing that's what was coming. They had the wide out. He runs a little slant, and then they run him down the field. And that was one of the biggest plays of the game, because even if we hold them out at that point, it's 22-6 at the end of the half. And at that point, we also are getting the ball to start the second half. That could have made the total change in that game, and that picks up the defense after the offense gave them, the interception down on the goal line. So we just have to make some of those plays when we see it. And you know, earlier on in that drive, we tipped one up in the air and they caught it behind us. You know, those are plays that you have to make. Should have been an interception on that drive, and we end the half. Instead, they made some nice plays and ended up putting themselves in the game. But I'm just happy with our guys, the way they continue to stick together and work hard and finish the game.
Just going back to Josh's interception there in the fourth quarter again, though, what lineman was the lineman who had the tip? Did you happen to see it?
No, I couldn't tell who tipped that ball. I couldn't see who tipped it. But, again, that was a big play. They had that against Northern Cambria last week, and, you know, we knew that. And then we also knew that wheel route out of the backfield at the end of the half was going to be there because they ran it against us last year, and they ran it last week against Northern. So, you know, they're key plays. We just have to understand and continue. And I thought our guys did a pretty good job of watching film and knowing things were happening, but Cindric in the end of the half just went up over Ashton. Probably should have made a switch there on our fault. I think we should have had Josh on that side instead of Ashton and put Ashton to the wide side there. But, you know, hindsight's always 20/20.
Well, that play, you know, aside, Ashton had a really nice game.
Oh, he did. He had on offense. He made some of the biggest catches, you know, all season so far for us. He did the same thing in that Penns Manor game to make some plays. He does a heck of a job, and I'm not going to lie. I mean, we knew he would be one of our first subs, but I didn't plan on using him until Brock went down, and now he's just stepped up, and he's been a tremendous bonus for us right now on both sides of the ball, you know, because he went in there and stepped in and helped us at corner as well.
Okay. Thanks, Coach.
All right. Thank you.